Could your wallet feel the pinch? Trump's new trade agreement with Vietnam might raise prices on everyday items. In a recent announcement, President Donald Trump revealed a new trade agreement with Vietnam, one that could have a direct impact on everyday consumers in the U.S. We're talking about shoes, electronics, and clothing products, essential items that might soon become pricier. So, what's the story behind these potential price hikes? For the past few months, goods from Vietnam coming into the U.S. faced a temporary reduced tariff rate of 10%. This was a relief compared to the 46% rate that briefly took effect in April before Trump decided to pause it. According to Trump, this delay allowed countries to have more time to negotiate fairer trade deals with the U.S. However, as the self-imposed deadline of July 9th for these negotiations looms closer, Trump is considering raising tariffs once more. But here's where it gets interesting. Even if a trade agreement or a framework is established, it doesn't guarantee that the U.S. won't face higher import taxes. The trade deal announced through Trump's social media channels involved setting a minimum 20% tariff on Vietnamese goods entering the U.S., essentially doubling the cost for U.S. businesses. In turn, Trump stated that Vietnam would open its markets to American products without imposing additional tariffs. However, many specifics about this deal remain under wraps, like whether the agreement is actually finalized. Vietnam's official state news outlet described the arrangement merely as a framework. This could have negative consequences for American consumers, says Clark Packard, a trade policy analyst from the Cato Institute. As Vietnam has grown to be the sixth largest source of products shipped to the U.S., a position strengthened as imports from China decreased, the likelihood of U.S. consumers feeling the pinch from increased tariffs grows. Ultimately, American shoppers will likely have to pay more, Packard shared with CNN. So what do tariffs really mean? Simply put, they are taxes imposed on imported goods to make them more expensive. While businesses pay these initial tariffs, they may pass on some of the added costs to consumers, leading to higher prices. On the flip side, some businesses might absorb the costs to keep their customers, reducing the immediate impacts on consumers. But eventually, once prices may rise as the businesses run out of ways to cover the extra costs. According to Kush Desai, a White House spokesperson, the administration believes that foreign exporters will bear the brunt of these taxes, given the U.S.'s status as the world's largest and most lucrative consumer market. Desai pointed out that recent inflation figures haven't shown widespread price increases, even though tariffs have gone up on nearly all imports since April. Trump's aim with these tariffs is to create a level playing field for American industries and workers by making foreign products more expensive and encouraging local production. But many experts argue that it takes significant time for businesses to relocate their manufacturing. Until then, they remain reliant on imports from countries like Vietnam. Caleb Pettit from the Independent Institute provides a counterpoint, stating that American firms rely on foreign-produced components and finished goods. These tariffs will not benefit American industry, but will instead increase costs and uncertainty for U.S. consumers, Pettit said. What's your take on these tariffs? Do you think this trade deal will ultimately help or hurt American consumers and industries? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know where you stand.